Fred MacGuffin reviews Dune from 2021. And this is part one of a two-part story from the first book by Frank Herbert, which I've read and I enjoyed. And I also enjoyed the 1984 version by David Lynch, which is worth checking out. Now, this is action, adventure, drama, sci-fi, and directed by Denis Villeneuve, who has brought us some great movies. He's brought us Prisoners, Enemy, Sicario, Arrival, and Blade Runner 2049. And yeah, he did it again. This is top class sci-fi with a great cast, great budget. Director of photography Greg Fraser brings his A game here. Now, he also worked on Snow White and the Huntsman, Zero Dark 30, Rogue One, Lion, The Batman, and The Creator. So he's done some great work, and this looks great. Hans Zimmer has done the music for this, and best cast you could have. We have Timothy Chalamet, who plays Paul Atreides, and Rebecca Ferguson plays his mother, Oscar Isaac, his father, Jason Momoa, Stellan Skarsgård, Josh Brolin, Javier Bardem, Zendaya, Dave Bautista. So that's big names. So yeah, how could this go wrong? I'm going to read the back of the box. Paul Atreides, a brilliant, gifted young man born into a destiny beyond his understanding, must travel to the most dangerous planet in the universe to ensure the future of his family and people. As malevolent forces explode into conflict over the planet's exclusive supply of the most precious resource in existence, only those who can conquer their fear will survive. I'm going to try and conquer my fear of saying the word malevolent. Someday I will. Yeah, that's what this is all about, conquering fear. Paul Atreides gets brought to a new planet. There's a political intrigue going on. His family's in trouble. This planet is important because there's a spice in the sands that's used for space travel. It's very precious and expensive. And there's political backstabbing, and we've got great bad guys, the Harkonnens, led by Stellan Skarsgård. If you like sci-fi, and if you like sort of political intrigue and a thinking man sci-fi, you're going to enjoy this. But the problem with it is it's only the first part of the book, of the whole story. So I think to really appreciate this, once the second part is available to watch, you get the whole story. You watch parts 1 and parts 2 all the way through. So once you get the second part of this, I'm sure it's going to be perfect. And if you enjoyed the first part of this, check out the 1984 movie, Dune, directed by David Lynch. Although he says it was a compromised vision because he didn't have final cut on this. So he wasn't happy with the final version of it, which is a shame. But with that movie, you get the whole story, you get the whole book. So more satisfying. And I must admit, after I watched this, I said to myself, it wasn't as good as that movie. But that's not fair because that movie told the whole story, and this only tells half the story. Actors who starred in that movie were Kyle MacLachlan, Patrick Stewart, Sting, Francesca Annis. And it's got a great look to it, great costumes, great sets. And yeah, I still have fond memories of that movie, and I suppose it tried to jump on the Star Wars sci-fi bandwagon in the early 80s, but sadly didn't hit the box office heights that it hoped to achieve. But for me, I'm going to have to give this a 4.5 out of 5. But I do recommend it. Check it out. It's beautifully shot, and near perfect for me. Fred MacGuffin's review. Dune.